Hello everyone, welcome back to Jlunce Reviews, and today is a big day. We're talking about a new album today. See, there's one thing that I knew about this week, about these new releases. It was that I was gonna hear some quality fucking rapping, some straight, classic, head-hunting, ferocious rapping from Push and Malce, working once again for their first time since 2009 under the name Clipse, the new record, Let God Sort 'Em Out. By gosh, by golly gee, I was looking forward to this thing. But the odd part of this is that I don't really love the first few Clipse records all that much. Yeah, so why I was looking forward to this? Well, for one, I honestly think that Pharell, who has been a big factor for the success of Clipse since the beginning, has really just gotten much better at producing since the early 2000s, even when he was with the Neptunes. I've always thought that the simple, ominous synth stabby beats that Pharrell whipped together on those early records were honestly just a bit too ahead of the curve. I think the simplistic, to-the-point beats with those rattling 808s sound a bit too unsure of themselves, especially in a time when Kanye was innovating pop rap, and T.I. was revolutionizing trap, and Blade-era hip-hop was in full swing. But with Pharrell coming back with more experience, and Pusha and Malce returning to spit some fiery bars at a time where hip-hop is definitely heading towards an uncertain future, there was a lot of potential with this release. And fortunately, I can say that this album pretty much gave me exactly what I would have wanted. Quality production and scathing bars. And off the jump with the opening track, Clipse shows that they really want this record to feel like a grand return, really want you to feel the fire of this comeback, like pro wrestlers coming out of retirement to take on the new young guns. John Legend handles the elegant, triumphant chorus on this first track, Birds Don't Sing, which definitely gives the record a properly extravagant start. While Pusha actually reels back a bit from the ferocity and shows some vulnerability as he talks about his mother's death and how it debilitated him, and reflects on how his father leaving, about the guilt he felt for not being there for his mom, has haunted him over the years, and he has still come to grips with it. Surprisingly, it's actually a pretty emotionally potent and powerful opening, and Pusha is just in peak form here. And the John Legend hook, combined with the way the production soars with the strings, is just a testament to how well Pharrell fits the style of Clipse in this modern age. In the following track, Chains and Whips, the beat and sample on this track is absolute fucking fire. A real intensifier after the angelic opening with these almost Old West style banjo chords being ominously plucked and shrieky trumpets that add to the menacing vibe of the track. The lyrics are filled with these shots at what Pusha sees as incompetent MCs who can't live up to the hard standards of golden age hip-hop, and overall the track is drenched in this genuine abhorrence towards this modern age of a lesser focus on lyrical prowess in the rap game. Oh yeah, and while I have been far more critical of Kendrick's output over the last year than I think most people, he does drop a delightfully menacing verse here. This is how I want Kendrick to rap on a track where he's throwing shade. Not in a goofy, toddler-like, whiny, oh, I'm gonna get at you way. I mean a hard-nosed, professional, but deadly way. I'm not the candidate to vibe with. I don't fuck with the kumbaya shit. All that talent must be God sent. I send yo ass back to the cosmics. Move guys up out of here. This shit get gentrified. Heavy jeans like Genevieve's. I'll drop your Pentagon. Then the next track, POV, featuring Tyler, the Creator, is another highlight for me. Malce's bars on here are so monstrous and daring that they border on being almost too much, especially with these lines where he says, just to think I built a rap career off of an OZ. I'm watching new guys rap just to OD. I mean, is he wrong? I don't know, not necessarily when it comes to certain rap artists of this generation. But I can't help but feel that even if he is talking about those types of rappers, it will not sit right with fans of artists like Mac Miller or Juice WRLD, or really any artist that has, OD'd, unfortunately, over the last, 8 years. And even then, I think Mac Miller and Juice WRLD are great lyricists, and rest in peace to them both, and any rappers who have died of such an unfortunate incident. I'm not sure if it really sits right with me, but still, it is a brave bar, and there is a grain of truth to it that I kind of hear him trying to say. I also love the techie, horrorcore, resonant, odd future-like synths that Pharell uses on the killer hook as well as throughout Tyler's verse. It definitely sounds like the type of beat that he would have put together in his Bastard or Goblin era. And he sounds like really his element here, really throwing it back to the early point in his career, but executing it much better, more tastefully, amping up the raspiness in his voice a little bit more. Then we get to the track So Be It, which starts with this sample of a Saudi Arabian artist and loops in the string sections quite nicely. However, I think the conceit of this track and the personal angle that Pusha goes with on this song makes it sort of less interesting, as this track has already garnered a lot of attention being known as a diss track for Travis Scott. And of all rappers to diss right now, it just kind of seems almost cowardly and just super unnecessary. Like, obviously, yes, Travis is not the best lyricist, he doesn't bring amazing flow or Eminem-style rhyme schemes, but and he's not even a bad rapper in general, but his talents extend more to production, album curation. That's where he makes his mark as an artist. I just think that Clipse picking a fight with Travis is pointless and not really all that interesting at all, even less interesting than the Drake-Kendrick beef from last year, because we just know how this is going to go, and it's an obvious point to make. And even if you are going to go after a modern-day rapper with less of a lyrical edge, there are far worse rappers who have little to no talent that you could go after, and I don't really need to name their names. Though Travis seems to be ignoring this jab from Push and is focusing on dropping Jack Boys too, so I think that's for the best, honestly. But yeah, good flow, interesting beat choice. He's really cool and full frontal, kind of sounds like something Kanye might have put together in the recording studio in the early 2010s, maybe. But even with these out there, expensive sounding layered beats, Pharrell still calls back to the Neptune's calling card of simple, catchy production from the 2000s. Think of a track like MTD TTF that really plays to the strengths of Malce and Pusha. I love the bar in here where Malce says, "You guys as screenwriters, we dream writers, took chains and touched change like King Midas." It's pretty, oh man. They both just sound so sinister and hard as fuck on this song and other tracks here. I am 100% here for it. EBITDA takes the more simplistic, straight to the point route as the previous track, but the flows from Pusha and Malce are just super catchy and infectious. I love the chords in the left and right channels, really makes it sound like a warm-up before a boxing match or something, as well as the choir-like background vocals. My only knock is that I wish it was just a little bit longer than just less than 2 minutes, like 1 minute and 59 seconds. It's a little bit too short. Stove God Cooks and Adleva bring bloodthirsty performances in the tracks that they appear on and fit No Malce and Pusha's style to a T. They're both solid tracks as well. I think some actual critique I can throw at the album is towards the end, where there's 2 vocal features from Pharrell where he handles the hooks. And yes, while Pharrell's expertise is mostly with production, I just never really found him that great of a singer, and here it's really no different. He doesn't sound nearly as good as pretty much any other capable singer who could have sung the hooks. I mean, I don't love a lot of John Legend's music, but he's a much more capable singer than Pharrell is, and he handled the chorus really well in the first track, so why not give it to him here now in return for these couple tracks, or at least one of them. The hooks aren't bad, they're not like lyrically sparse or anything, but they do stick out like a sore thumb, especially since the beat shifts to this very sinister automated synthesizer when Malce and Pusha start rapping. Pusha's bars about the drug trade and the need to be careful with who you trust in the inner circle are thought-provoking and just really good. I love the Britney Griner line as well. And Nas is featured on the following title track, who of course I'm sure Clipse holds super high regard, one of the best wordsmiths in rap music history, a masthead for the hardcore gangster rap New York scene. And of course he holds his own lyrically. I mean, it's Nas. And he even gets the chance to rap on a beat switch that has these really nice piano keys circling around that makes me feel like I'm dizzy. He's really tooting his own horn, boasting about his influence on this verse quite aggressively, but I mean, I think it's warranted. I do think the final track, By the Grace of God, while still solid, is definitely my least favorite track, since it still kind of feels like a retread of the other Son Pharrell track, So Far Ahead. The formula is just a little too similar. But the rapping's still good. I think the falsetto in the final moments from Pharell does let the album off on a pretty strong note in its final moments. But yeah, with Clipse's first album in 16 years, you pretty much get exactly what you want. Bombastic, sturdy, sample-laced beats, head-spinning bars, and a fuck you, take no prisoners attitude. I'd give this record an 80. It's great. You probably won't be disappointed in it. But yeah, thanks for watching. Stacked July for new movies and albums. Can't say I'll get to all of them, but I'll try my best. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe and all that. And have a blessed day. See ya.